today's lesson I'm going to be showing you how you deal a meeting situation. So there's an oncoming vehicle. I check my center left mirror, I position to the left. Ahead of me there's a bicycle. There's a little space for me, so I check my center right mirror and I pass it nice and careful. Then I check all my three mirrors, going to change my speed. There's an oncoming vehicle. I'm going to proceed as there's a safe gap here on my left hand side. I check my center mirror, left mirror, position to the left. Now there's another oncoming vehicle, so I move over to the right, check my center mirror, right mirror, and position to the right. And then center mirror, left mirror, position a little bit back to the left. Although there's a parked up car and there's a young man that's walking kind of in the middle of the road, he went back onto the pavement. So I check my center, left mirror, position back to the left, going to go straight ahead. So there's a parked up cars on both sides, so I have to move over to the middle lane. Center mirror, right mirror, position back to the middle lane. After the black car, I check my center mirror, left mirror, position a little bit to the left, although there's a young man that's standing in the middle of the road, so I can't move over to the left lane. So there's an oncoming vehicle, so I plan ahead. I'll come to a stop. Now give myself enough space to the parked up cars on the left hand side. So after the vehicle, I may proceed ahead. So I check my center mirror, right mirror, and left mirror. Check all three mirrors. That's due to changing of speed, also changing direction as well. And I'm going straight ahead. So part of meeting situation, you must plan ahead, look as far as you can see, and then make a good decision. And also keep one thing in mind as well, look to your left for any safe gap. So say for instance there's an oncoming vehicle coming towards me so fast, so I need to plan ahead and think, okay, where can I pull up on the left hand side that is safe and convenience for me to wait for him to pass me. So once I find that safe gap, I must place myself there for us not to slow them down and changing their direction. So we're turning left at the end of the road. I check my center mirror, left mirror, indicate left. Going to stay a little bit to the left, going to look to the right, ahead and left, all clear, and then good to proceed. Going to take a right at the next junction, center mirror, right mirror, indicate right. Going to come to a stop, look into the road. In the meantime, any parked up cars, any situation, any changes, all clear. Check all three mirrors and then turn into the road. There's a young man walking in the middle of the road, so that's one of the potential hazards. And then there's a parked up car on the left hand side, so I'm going to be using the middle lane, center mirror, right mirror, position to the center, and then drive through the center. Now anything can happen on this road. I might meet a meeting situation. I have to look ahead and plan ahead of me as well. Always look out for a safe gap so that you can pull into it and wait for the oncoming vehicle to pass you. And sometimes they might stop for you, give you the way. Center mirror, left mirror, position a little bit to the left, and look ahead of you. Looks nice and clear, the road. And then at the end of the road, I'm going to take a left. So there's a meeting situation. I'm already halfway, so he's going to stop for me. I check my center mirror, left mirror. I should never panic, so always remember that you need to get in front of it, and he needs to find also a way to get through. So here I'm going to be looking to my right, left, back to the right, all clear, and then turn into the road. And then once the vehicle is nice and straight, check all three mirrors for changing speed. It's a 30 miles road, so I'm on the main road. I'm gonna be turning left at the next junction, so approaching. So strike your center mirror, left mirror, indicate left, position to the left, cover the brake, slow down, look into the road, and start turning left nice and slowly. Check all three mirrors into the new road. here could be also a meeting situation, as we can see parked up cars on both sides. And also this warning sign is telling us there's a bend ahead of us, so expect any meeting situation as well as a potential hazard. Center mirror, left mirror position back to the left, and I'm going to follow the road ahead. Parked up cars on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. Center mirror, left mirror position back to the left. 20 miles road. So going to be moving over to the middle lane. Center mirror, right mirror position to the left, position to the right, sorry. After the blue car, I'll make position back to the left. Center mirror, left mirror position back to the left. Now ahead of me there's a meeting situation. I'm going to change my speed because I'm going to come to a stop. Center mirror, left mirror, right door mirror, and then wait till the last car, and then I'm going to proceed ahead. So in the meantime, look ahead of you. So after this car, I check all my 3 mirrors, getting myself ready, so ready to move off. Yeah, there's another meeting situation as I've seen it, but I'm already halfway. So center mirror, left mirror position back to the left. So part of it, you must always plan ahead so that you have everything under control, so that you can stop in good time. And then I'm going to be turning right at the next junction. So there's a warning sign with the road works going on. Center mirror, right mirror indicate right, and I'm positioned to the right. I may drive through these hatch markings nice and clear, and then to the new road, 30 miles road. Once the vehicle is straight, check all 3 mirrors and proceed ahead through the center, because there's a parked up car on my left. Part of it, I must look ahead and plan ahead, see if there's any oncoming vehicles. Looks nice and clear at the moment. Center mirror, left mirror position back to the left. So the only potential hazard ahead of me is the bicycle. So I'll have a space and he has a space as well, but I must slow down as well. Center mirror, right mirror, slow down. And then check center mirror, right mirror, and then left mirror. Check center mirror, left mirror, come back to the left, and keep this junction clear, as now I can see an oncoming vehicle and it's not safe to proceed. And I can't obstruct the junction on my left hand side. Check all 3 mirrors. The red car is too far away, and although there is also a safe gap on my left hand side, center mirror, left mirror position back to the left. And then parked up cars on my left, so I'm going to move over to the center mirror, right mirror position back to the middle lane, and then going to use the middle lane, so all the way, as there are all parked up cars on my left. Center mirror, left mirror, right door mirror. Whenever you are changing your speed, you must check all 3 mirrors. So center mirror, so I'm going to stay in my middle lane. There's another meeting situation. Mirror. So is there any space for me? Yes, I check all my 3 mirrors, changing of speed. Go straight ahead. When I get to the mini roundabout, I'm going to take a right. So after this black car, I can come back to my left lane. Center mirror, left mirror position bit to the left in case any oncoming vehicles. Center mirror, right mirror indicate right as I'm going to take a right. After the white car, center mirror, left mirror position back to the left. So all 3 mirrors, slow down, look to the right, all clear, check all 3 mirrors and proceed. Look into the road that you are turning into. Going to take a left at the next junction. Center mirror, left mirror indicate left, slow down, look into the road. It's a 20 miles road, all 3 mirrors, parked up cars on both sides, and ahead of me there's a meeting situation, a big van. So I shall plan ahead from this distance. So there's a safe gap here on my left hand side. I check my center mirror, left mirror, and I position a little bit to the left, and I shall make a space for the van. what that white vehicle did wasn't that nice, and he didn't plan ahead. So always be on the safe side, always look out for any high vehicles and give as much as you can, a safe gap for them to get through. Ahead of me there's a bend, so I'll check all my 3 mirrors and I'll slow down, and I'm gonna come to a stop, and then I'll check my center mirror, right mirror position back to the right. There's a bend ahead of me, so I'm gonna slow down. I can also expect a meeting situation in this, so yeah, so you must always be careful because it's a bend and there might be some big vehicles as well. Yeah, check all 3 mirrors, and I'm going to be pulling over somewhere safe on the left hand side, so I don't want to obstruct or block anyone's drive. It has to be safe and legal and convenient as well. If I can't find any, I carry on driving until I find one, unless otherwise the examiner says it's okay, or your instructor. Might be something between the red car. No, there isn't any, so I carry on driving straight ahead. Centimeter left mirror, indicate left. There's a little safe gap right here. That was the end for the meeting situation. So if you enjoyed the video, I would like you to like and subscribe and support our channel as well.